Hello guys, am I audible?
Yes, Mr. Dinesh.
Okay. Can you confirm is that my screen is also visible? Is that my notepad? Okay. Right. Okay. Where we left, guys? Where we left? Did you remember where I left? Did I complete EBS? Navin, Prashant, Raghavinder. Did I cover EBS? Okay. Yes.
Last. Yes, you start with the single EBS, EFS.
Okay. So it means that started with the EBS multi-attach feature and EFS?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Listen. See guys, if we go with the EBS, elastic block storage, here we have two limitations. Here we have two limitations. If you ask me what are they? The first limitation is we cannot attach single EBS. We cannot attach single EBS with multiple EC2. With multiple EC2. This is one drawback if we go with the EBS. The second one is we cannot share your EBS, or it needs to be, EBS needs to be same availability zone as your EC2. So this is the two drawback if we go with the EBS. The first one is we cannot attach a single EBS with the multiple EC2. It means that it won't act as a shared storage. EBS, it won't act as a shared storage. Along with that, if you have one availability zone, you can have the EC2 and EBS, we can able to attach, but we cannot use this EBS outside the availability zone, right? So outside the availability zone, even if you have an EC2, we cannot connect them. That's the two drawback if we go with the EBS. So how we can solve if you ask me? Yes, of course, we are having two features. One is EBS multi-attach feature, EBS multi-attach feature, and another one is EFS, elastic file storage. But again, even if you go for EBS multi-attach feature, it is one and only applicable for provisioned IOPS. Suppose if you are using the provisioned IOPS SSD, especially GP2, only for that particular volume type, you can use the EBS multi-attach feature. And another drawback with respect to EBS multi-attach is we have to use the instance type, which is called a nitro instance. A nitro instance type. Only that instance will get the EBS multi-attach feature. So this is the drawback if you go with the EBS. So that's the reason I said right that day, EBS multi-attach feature is the useless feature. Why I'm calling it an useless feature? Because we should have the provision IOPS, we should have the nitro system. If we have both, then only we can able to, use that multi-attach feature. Again, it is not for outside the availability zone. Again, it is for the same availability zone, but only if you want to act your EBS as the shared storage, right? So these are the different problems pertaining to your EBS. So for that reason, we moved into another storage service a different storage service, which is nothing but elastic file storage service. Elastic file storage. So is that correct, guys? This is what I have taught in the previous session. Correct?
Yes, Dinesh.
Okay. 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 Let me quickly open my browser, aws.amazon.com, and I can sign into the console, and I can use my user ID and click on next. We'll give the password also. Okay. So this is my AWS Management Console. Now let me search. EFS is one of the service, which is the file storage, elastic file storage. This is the, the logo, EFS, and click on this. Now we can create a file system here. Let me click on the file system. And we have a many option. I think this is also I have taught in the previous session, but anyway, no problem. So let me give a name, or otherwise you can click on customize. From here, we can give the name and all. So say this is my EFS demo, like that. I have given a name, EFS demo. And then there are two storage class I said that day. One is you can go for standard or you can go for one zone. If I say standard, we can store the data redundantly across multiple availability zone. Suppose if you want a copy of data into the multiple availability zone, you can go for standard. And only one zone. Is it enough? If you guys think, then you can go for one zone. But most of the time, the people will go for a standard only. They will not go for one zone. Because if you go for one zone, only data or copy of data is available in only one availability zone. It is not good, right? You should have a data at least in 2 or 3 availability zone. In this case, it is better to go for a standard storage class. So standard storage class will have the data in one or more availability zone, right? So after that, the backup part, let me come later. Today, I will cover the backup also. Wait for a while, but not this backup. I'm going to cover EBS backup. Listen. Then lifecycle management. Suppose there are one more storage class in your EFS, which is standard IA. This only one question. This under I have covered, right, in the Friday session. Is that correct or not? Patel, Jaya, Dinesh Kumar, Naveen. This I already covered, I think so. Why you guys are not answering? Tell me.
Yes, Dinesh. Last you have.
Where I left actually while creating the while writing the command. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
after
Step 2
EFS.
call to connect EFS to EC2.
Okay, fine, no problem. Listen. So after you selected the standard means you are having the data in multiple availability zone. The copy, the lifecycle management. Suppose if you are not touching your data for 30 days, you are moving the storage class from standard to standard IA. Suppose if you are touching on the first day itself, you can come out standard out of IA, right? So this is one more storage class, which is called standard IA, standard infrequent access, right? So apart from this, you can select the default option like bursting, general purpose and all. So tags also, if you want, you can fill it, say name. And this is my demo on EFS. That's it. Click on next. And then you have to select the mount target. Did you remember in the previous session itself, I said EFS is working on the principle of NFS, Network File System. It is one of the protocol, right? So here we have different mount target, right? Because EC2 or EFS, it is having the interconnection on your EC2 through the NFS only, through the mount target only. Here we have a mount target. Click on next. That's it. Click on next. So that is all default option. Click on create. Now you have a EFS. Now you have a EFS. Right. So I need to attach this EFS with a multiple EC2, right? For that, I will go with the EC2. Click on this. We'll create the EC2 now. Click on this. Right, click on launch instance. Now what I will do, I will create two Linux machine. Say this is my Linux. And come below, and I have selected the EMI and T2 micro. How to select the key pair. So let me click on create a new key pair. Say key pair 83, like that I have given. Right. And then .pem file, click on a create key pair. Now, let me come below. Okay, come below, allow SSH protocol. That's it. It is enough. Let me increase the number of instances to 2. That's it. Launch instance. Okay. Click on view all instance. So there are 2 instances running. Let me rename. This is my Linux 1 machine. And this is my Linux 2 machine. There are 2 machines. Click on save. So there are 2 Linux machines are available now, Linux 1 and Linux 2. So after it is running, let me try to launch this particular instance. Yes. So one instance is running, right? So I will open my command prompt, CMD, and I want to launch this particular instance. For that, let me click on this and copy this public IP address. And I have to write the command, right? SSH space -I, and you have to give the PEM file name, keeper 0803.pem space the username EC2 -user @ the public IP address that I have copied. That's it. This is the command, right? In order to connect your EC2 instance, SSH space -I, a keeper name, and EC2 -user is the username of my EC2. Maybe let me check that one. Is that right? So click on connect. What is the username? EC2 -user. It is correct only. Right. Let me press enter. Oh, I made the mistake. Actually, I need to move to the downloads folder, because download folders only we have a PEM file, right? Sorry. So let me cd downloads / press enter. Now I'm in downloads. Now I can use the same command. Press enter. Yes. One of the machine got connected. Now let me open another CMD. Here I will connect my second machine. Same guys, CD downloads, and then you have to write a command called SSH space -I, keeper name, keeper 0803.pem file space you have to give the public IP address along with the username. So this machine, you can click on connect. See EC2-user, it is correct only. Now let me copy the public IP address. EC2-user @ the public IP address. Yes. Yes. It is also got connected. See, there are two machines that I have connected so far. This is one of the machine, which is the private address ends with 86. And this is the another machine. The private IP address ends with the 158. Good. Now we have a two machine. This is my first machine. This is my second machine. Now, I need to mount the EFS with this EC2, right? The question is, already I have created the EFS. So far, what I have done? I have created the EFS created. Along with that, I already launched two EC2 instances. I already launched two EC2 instances. This is already we have. Now what I need to do? I need to mount this EFS with this EC2, with the two EC2s. How? The first step number one. Step number one, we have to create a directory. We have to create a folder. First step, create a folder name called EFS. Use the name that I mentioned here. Create a folder called EFS. This is the first step you have to use it. Create a folder which is called EFS. Once you have created, the step number two, you have to mount the EFS. You have to use the mount command to mount an EFS. You have to use the mount command now to mount an EFS. So this is very simple. Listen. Go here. This is our first Linux machine. First step, I need to create a EFS folder, right? For that reason, I am the EC2 user. Let me change the permission into the sudo user. Sudo space -i or sudo space su. Anything is okay. Sudo space -su or sudo space -i. Anything okay. Right? Press enter. Now I am the root user. Now let me create a folder. How can I create the folder? mkdir space EFS. mkdir space EFS. Press enter. Now if I type ls, I have a folder called EFS. This is I have created. This is we have created. Now I need to mount this EFS. How can I mount it? So for that, go this EFS. You have a EFS, right? Already you have created. So let me click on this EFS and click on view details. And I'm going to attach this EFS. Click on this. And here they have given a command called using the NFS client. So they have given the command. But the problem with this command is it is using the NFS, right? It is using the NFS. In default, the flavor that I used, the Linux flavor I have used, right? That I already have a NFS. Maybe let me confirm. NFS space -- version. Press enter. Okay. Okay. Better, I will try to install this NFS. How can I install? Install space -y NFS -utils is the command to install the NFS. Press enter. It is saying right already it has nothing to do. NFS-utils is already available in your machine. Now I will try to mount it. How can I mount? So this command. You have to use this NFS client command. Only this command. Use it. Control V. Yes. Guys, listen here. Here there is a /EFS, right? Suppose if you want to give here another name, MKDR, suppose some other name, test is the name. Then here also you have to change. For that reason only I said use the EFS. But if you want to give another name, when you change another name, here also you have to change the name. So press enter. We'll see whether NFS is allowing or. Okay, I got actually. Okay, so remember I said one rule with respect to AWS. In default, whatever the access is coming from outside, it will be what? It will be what? What AWS will do? What your Linux AWS will do? In default, everything will be, what is the principle? What is the rule? Can you someone tell? Guys, remember, this is a rule in your AWS. In default, whatever the request is coming from outside or maybe some other protocol, it will be denied. So here NFS, not able to access your EFS or on top of EC2. So I need to allow this NFS. How can I allow the NFS? For that reason, go with aws.amazon.com. So in the left panel, you can see security group. After clicking on EC2, the left panel, you guys can able to see security group. Click on this security group. Now here we have a many security group. You can see default security group. Can you see default? And click on this default. After that, here there is a rule called inbound rule. Inbound rule. Click on this and click the edit inbound rule. Here it is allowing only the all traffic, right? But what I'm doing, I'm adding one rule. The rule name is NFS rule. The rule name is NFS. And anywhere I have selected and click on save rule. Now we'll close this once again. Once again, we'll use the same command. Press enter. Yes. Now my EFS got mounted, right? Listen, suppose let me type ls space. Okay, we have a EFS folder. Now let me go inside this EFS and create some file. I will create some file. So what is the file? Maybe a touch. One file, demo.txt file. I have created demo1.txt. Press enter. And I will create another file also, maybe if you want. Demo.txt, like that. And if you type ls, here we have a two file, right? Demo1.txt, demo.txt. There are two files available. Now what I can do, I will go to my second machine now. Whatever the step that I have done right in the first machine, same process I'm going to do in the second machine also. Right. So first step, create a folder. MKDR, the folder name is EFS. Press enter. Now type ls command and I can see the EFS now. And I have to use a mount command. I have to use the mount command. So let me paste the mount command also. This is my mount command. Press enter. Yes, it got mounted. The second step, I will go inside the EFS. I will go inside the EFS, press enter. Now listen guys, this is my second machine. Now I will type ls command. Now to see any files inside the EFS. When you press enter, can you see there are two files here? Demo1.txt and demo2.demo.txt. This is the another EC2 machine, right? But I can see that these two files. Now suppose, let me create one more file. Touch demo 3.txt. Okay. Okay, I need to become a sudo user. Sudo space su root user. Now I can create touch demo 3.txt. Press enter. Yes. Now if I type ls command, I can see three files. Now I will go to the first machine. Here if I type ls command, can you see here also three files? So now your EFS acts as the shared storage. Your EFS is acting as a shared storage between two EC2. Even you can create the 100 EC2 also in different availability zone. Guys, are you clear with this?
Yeah.
Others?
Yes, Dinesh.
Dinesh, Patel, Naveen, you guys are clear with this? How your EFS acts as the shared storage between the EC2s? Okay. In the interview, people might ask the steps, guys. What are the steps that you followed in order to make your EFS as a shared storage? So that time you have to explain the steps. For that, at least twice or thrice, you just to do practice. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Yeah, tell me.
Dinesh, regarding the Linux commands, like you're doing it because I'm not sure like about the commands like the touch mkdir. all
Okay,
these.
those command you don't know? Do you
No,
want me to explain?
yeah, because you said like you will be explaining the Linux commands.
Okay. Actually, we have a separate session, dedicated session, 1 or 2 hours. We have a dedicated session not to understand this Linux command. But meanwhile, listen, only the basic command I will tell you now. Okay, listen.
Yeah, basic command. These commands I know: touch, mkdir, cd,
Okay.
pwd. Basic I know, but if you go further, like into depth,
Yeah, we have
maybe
a separate session, Jaya. In the weekend, we plan those sessions. That time, definitely we will cover.
no.
So as of now, on the fly, whatever the command that we need, we can cover, but we can have a dedicated session for that as well. Is it okay, Jaya?
Yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. So I have deleted my instance, and also I don't need my EFS also. I can delete them because it is a free tier account I'm using. You guys also, whenever use any resources, just delete them. So if you don't want. Okay. Okay. Listen. So my next topic is EBS backup. EBS backup is my next topic. EBS backup. See, listen guys. So what is mean by backup? Technically we can call it as, let me tell you, listen. Suppose consider like you have your Android mobile. This is your Android mobile. This is your smartphone. This is your smartphone. Maybe this is an old smartphone. This is your old smartphone. In your old smartphone, you have a WhatsApp. I know you all have the WhatsApp. Yes, that's the reason we are also connected and we are sharing the link. WhatsApp. And of course, in WhatsApp, what you have a data. You have a data. Right. See, listen, guys. In your WhatsApp, there is a security system where there are that it will automatically take the backup. Say, suppose if you go your privacy settings and all, where you can enable maybe every day morning 3 a.m. or every day I need to take the backup, or every month once I need to take the backup, or twice in a month I need to take the backup. Like that, you can set it with help of your privacy settings. But if you ask me where that backup and all will be stored, the backup will be stored in the centralized place, whatever that you are selecting. Maybe if you are using the Android mobile, you can call it as a Google Drive. Say Google Drive. Or maybe if you are using maybe iPhone, iCloud, we can call it as. We have a cloud, iCloud. So where the data will be stored. Your data, whatever the backup that you have, that will be stored over there. So that basically we can call it as your backup data. So see, this Google Drive or cloud, we can call it as S3. So we have one more separate service that I'm going to cover, which is called simple storage service. Simple storage service. It is my next topic. Simple storage service. Google Drive or iCloud, where you have a data, a backup data. Whatever the file, suppose you have 100 text here. All this text will be stored inside this Google Drive or iCloud. Because later maybe, suppose if you lost your old smartphone, you will get the new mobile or new smartphone. You need the data from this Google Drive, right? I need to retrieve the data from the Google Drive for that reason. So you can get the data from the Google Drive to this new smartphone. So here, whatever the file is stored, suppose the message or images, videos, that we can call it as this backup file. This backup files, we can call it as snapshot. Technically, we can call it as snapshot. The system where this snapshot is stored, which is nothing but your S3. This old smartphone is like your EBS. Old smartphone. It is like your EBS. So now I want to take the backup of our UBS into the S3. And later, if I want, I can collect them from the S3, which is called snapshot. Snapshot is nothing but your backup. Snapshot is nothing but your backup. Where these backup files are stored? Inside the S3, simple storage service. This is my next topic. Tomorrow I will cover what is S3 and all. So now the question is how to take the EBS backup, how to take the snapshot from your EBS. So this is what I'm going to cover now. So for that, click on this. Go to EC2 or EBS. Go to EBS. EBS is not a separate service. That's the reason it is not showing. So let me type volume types. Okay, no problem. Click on EC2. I can get the left screen where I can create the volume type. Where is that? Yes. Here. Can you see snapshot here? But before that, I'm creating one EBS now. And create a volume. And then Any SSD I can go for general purpose. I don't want 100 GB, 1 gigabyte is enough. And then come below. That's it. On the fly, if you want to create a snapshot, you can create it, but as of now, no. And let me click on add tag. Say this is name EBS demo, like that I have given some name. And after that, click on create a one. Now this is my one volume. For this volume, I'm going to take the backup. How can I create the backup? For that, come below and you can click on snapshot here and create a snapshot. Create a snapshot. Click on this. Now it is asking whether you are going to focus only particular volume or the instance that you are going to focus. It means that suppose if you have one EC2 instance, I can be able to attach multiple EBS to the EC2, right? You already know. If I select a particular instance, I can be able to attach 100 EBS also. 200 EBS also I can be able to attach to your EC2 instance. Whether you are going to take the backup for entire instance, it means that how many volume that you are connecting to the EC2, don't mind. I need to take the backup for entire EC2. Is that you want or only particular volume? I will go with the particular volume, a specific volume. I'm not going with the multiple volume inside your EC2. Now come below. So now I have to select which volume that you are going to select. This is the volume, right, that I have created. Just to select on this. So if you want to give some description, you can give it and click on add tag. So this is name EBS snapshot, like that. I can give some name. After this, click on create a snapshot. That's it. Now you have taken the backup of this particular EBS. See guys, immediately you are taking the backup. It's a kind of a manual backup. Now I'm seeing my EBS. I need a backup. I'm just creating one backup. I'm creating a snapshot. In your mobile also, you know, suppose you don't have an automatic backup. In your WhatsApp, you don't have any automatic backup. It will not automatically take the backup every day 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. In that case, what you will do? Suppose you are free now and you have a proper Wi-Fi connection. What you basically do? You will go to the WhatsApp and you will click on the backup, or you can go for the Play Store. Somewhere you can download some third-party app in order to take the backup and all, right? Even suppose if you want to upload your photos from your smartphone to the iCloud or maybe to Google Drive, you will click on some button. Thereby that will be stored into the automatically into your system. So this is called a manual backup. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point?
Yes, Dinesh.
Yes, Dinesh.
Listen, even if you delete your EBS, your backup will be there. For your new EBS, you can attach this snapshot to your EBS. Thereby you can retrieve the data. That's the purpose of snapshot. That's the purpose of backup also. For disaster recovery. Suppose if you lose your EC2 or if you lose your EBS due to some reason, due to maybe any problem with respect to availability zone or maybe a region, now you need the data. Where you can get the data? If you already take the backup through the snapshot, you can able to pick up the data. Now, is there any automatic backup is available? I cannot manually take it, right? I'm not free. Maybe I don't know when I need to take the backup and all. If I set some kind of alarm, if I set some kind of, sensor, automatically your EBS where the snapshot will take the backups. Is there any automatic backup? Yeah, we have an automatic backup, which is called as Lifecycle Manager. Using this, we can able to take the automatic backup. We can able to take automatic backup. How? Listen, click on this. And I need to take the EBS snapshot policy. Yes, click on next. Now, it is also asking whether you want a backup of all the volume that is attached to instance, or you need a backup only for particular volume. Maybe I can go with the particular volume because so far I don't have a EC2 that I already not created. For that reason, I will go for volume. So here I have to give what is the tag name. So the tag name is name And what is the value that I have selected? I have selected this one. EBS demo. EBS demo. For this only, I need to take the automatic backup. Yes, come below. And I can give, if I want a policy description also, maybe I can take, this is auto backup. Auto backup. Guys, the next one. Okay, after I'm covering the S3, right? It's a separate service. Later, we will go for another service, which is called IAM. IAM means Identity and Access Management. It is another service. See, tomorrow I'm going to cover S3. 3 days I need in order to understand the S3. Once it is been covered, then we'll go for IAM, Identity and Access Management. It is one of the service on your AWS cloud. It is one of the service. It is to give an authentication and authorization service. As of now, no need to worry about. It is a kind of a permission. As of now, you consider like it is a permission. Leave it. So you no need to select anything. Just to come below. And you have to give the tag also. See, name, say auto snapshot. Auto snapshot. That's it. Come and click on next. What happened? A value is required. Okay, click on this ad. Okay. After this, here you have to configure, guys. This is important. Listen, here you have to configure. At what time you need to take the backup. I need to set some kind of automatic backup here. For that, here you have to select, right? Suppose I want to take the backup every day, maybe daily. So every day, every 1 hour, I need to take the backup. Like that, I can able to set. Daily, every 1 hour or every 6 hours once, every 6 hours one, I need to take the backup. Or you can set like weekly, Wednesday and Saturday, morning 9 AM, I need to take the backup. Or you can set like monthly, say every month, right? Day one. Day one means maybe the first date. Or every month on second month, maybe Monday. Only on Mondays, I need to take the backup. Or suppose you can set yearly ones also. Yearly, in the month of September, and at the end, I need to take the backup. Like that, you know, you can able to set the frequency, guys, when you should take the backup. Whether you need the backup on every day, or you need the backup on weekly basis, or you need to take the backup on monthly basis or yearly basis, or you will go with some custom cron. As of now, no need to worry about the cron. Anyway, I am going to cover cron in Jenkins. That time we will understand. Are you getting my point? Yes, sir.
Yes, Dinesh.
So as of now, let me put every 12 hours, I need to take the backup like that. I'm giving. Maybe anyway, I'm going to delete. For your understanding, I'm giving like this. See, if you want to change here the time also, you can change it. And this is the important again, retention time. What does mean by retention time? See, guys, whatever the backup is taking on your AWS cloud, whatever the backup that you are taking right on top of your AWS or EBS backup or snapshot. Here we can call snapshot or incremental backup. So this is called as incremental backup. Now, if you ask me what is incremental backup, listen. Suppose now time is 8:50. We have created one file. So the file name is maybe a file1.txt. In that I have written a statement called ABC. Maybe I can call this is the version number 1. This is version number 1. Now suppose after 5 minutes, I have written one more file, which is called same file. I am updating. What I'm updating? A, B, C, D, E, F. This is maybe I can call it as version number 2. And after maybe a couple of minutes, I am writing one more file, file2.txt. And your data like A, B, C, D, E, F, and I have written G, H, I. And this is my version 3. And file 3, sorry, here also I made the mistake. It is a file 1. Okay, same file 1.txt. And what I did, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. And this is my version number 4. See, if you go for your AWS, when you select the EBS snapshot, it is the incremental backup. When I say incremental backup, whatever the changes that you are doing, that will be incremental. Automatically, it will take version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, like that it will take the backup. So what is the benefit? What is the benefit on this? See, suppose after a couple of days, if you want, right, you are thinking like version 4 is not working, version 3 is not working. I need a version 2. Can I able to take it? Yes, you can be able to take it. That's the advantage if you go with the EBS snapshot. So it is a point and time recovery. It is working on the fundamental of point and time recovery. Point and time recovery. Suppose if you want to recover a particular version, a particular time, you can able to recover with the help of this incremental backup. So that's the reason. If you go here, it is asking, hey, whether do you want, I need to keep last 10 backup or last 20 backup. Suppose incremental backup means every day you will take the backup, right? Maybe at the end year, you know, you have maybe a 365 or 700 backup. I don't want to keep all the backup. Maybe the recent one, like last 200 backup I need. Last 200 backup I need, or last 500 backup I need. Like that, you know, you can keep it also. You can save the money like that. So that's the purpose of retention time. Or you can go with the age also. You can go with the age means, so you can tell, right, say, suppose I want to have the data for last 3 days. Or I need a data, last 3 week data I need. Last 3 week backup I need. Incremental backup. Or you can tell like last maybe a 1 year, 3 years file I need. Last 3 years, how many backup that I have created? All the backup I need. Like that, you can tell your retention type by count or age. Okay, sorry, getting my point?
Yes, Dinesh.
See, yesterday you are learned something, and today you are learning some other thing. Tomorrow again, few more things. Day after tomorrow, again some more thing, right? So this is called as incremental. In the same way, EBS snapshot also following the incremental backup. When I say incremental backup, whenever you do some changes and when you merge them, it will be one backup and another backup. Suppose if you go with the photos and images, automatically if you set 3 a.m., right? What will happen? 3 a.m. now it will take one backup. Tomorrow 3 a.m. it will take another file. And then day after tomorrow 3 a.m. it will take another file. But you have your existing data and the old data. Suppose if you don't want yesterday data, I need only a day before data. Yeah, you can be able to pick them. That's the reason EBS snapshot, we can call it as point and time recovery. I hope you are all clear. Is that right, guys?
Yeah, Dinesh, but the thing is, you know, it is capturing the previous data also, right? Like,
See, suppose day before yesterday, you have taken the backup at 3 a.m. Now you have the data before 3 a.m. Whatever the operation or whatever the file or images that you have, that is one version. Then yesterday morning 3 a.m. you have taken some backup. Thereby, you know, you will get the updated data along with the existing data also. This is the another file. It's a separate file, isolated. Now today morning you have taken one more backup. This is the third file. It is again updated and it is an isolated as well. Jay, are you getting my part?
Yeah, I'm getting, but the repetition of data will be saved, right? Like maybe
Repetition of
as you
data.
said, like
Sorry, Jay, I'm not getting. Repetition of?
yeah, version one will have like as you said ABC, and
Okay.
version two will also include ABC plus D, right?
Yes. Correct.
And version three will have ABCDE again, like only the extra data which is added that will be added and created as a new version. But the
Yes.
old data is there in all the versions. Like it will not take like more space, something like that.
Yes, of course, Jaya, it will take them more space. But Jaya, consider
Then
like suppose on the particular date, whatever the operation that I have done, I need to see. In that case, how can I retrieve those information? Of course, that time it will be good, right?
yeah, that time
Of
it will
course,
be good,
it will
but
take the more data from your S3. S3 is the unlimited storage, Jaya. For your information, S3 is the unlimited storage where you can save your data. But
oh,
only thing
okay,
is,
okay.
whenever if you want to recover your data on particular time or particular date, we need some option, right? For that reason only we are going for this one.
Okay, okay, got it. Because of this unlimited data, I was not sure. Like
Okay.
the limitation will be there, right? So we'll be exceeding the limitation by adding the same data again and again.
Yes, yes. No, Jaya, S3 is the unlimited storage. It offers unlimited storage.
Okay, fine. Thank you. That
Thank you.
was the doubt. Right?
You okay, Jaya? Right. So yeah, click on this reviewing policy. That's it actually. So click on create a policy. That's it. It is your automatic snapshot. So what it will do, whatever the schedule that I have selected, right? Based on that, whatever the schedule that I have selected, based on that, it will take a back. So based on my schedule. So I have taken every 12 hours, starting at 9 a.m. UTC, it will take the backup and maximum 500 will be retained. The oldest snapshot retained will be less than or equal to 8.3 month olds like that. So it is your auto backup. So for that, you need to go for Lifecycle Manager. So if in the interview, people might ask, can I able to take the backup? Yes, we can able to take the backup. See, listen guys, suppose I will go with the volume. Now let me delete this volume. Action, delete this volume, delete it. But even you delete, right, snapshot won't be deleted, right? You can see the snapshot. See, I'm having the manual snapshot. Let me delete this manual snapshot also. So delete this manual snapshot, but still your lifecycle manager is available. So I can delete the lifecycle manager also. So this is your automatic backup. So any question how to take the backup of your EBS with the help of a manual backup and automatic backup?
It's clear. Then.
Okay. So what we did today, there are two topics we have covered. The one topic, which is how to mount your EFS. So how we can make your EFS as a shared storage among your EC2 instance. That's the first topic we have covered. The second topic, we have covered snapshot. Yes, I want you guys should practice these two topics. And along with that, guys, this week, you guys have a session on Saturday and Sunday as well. So do plan accordingly. So because I have given the leave on Monday and Tuesday due to my personal work, but I will compensate those hours on Saturday and Sunday. So you guys practice, and along with that, I hope in the earlier session, Saturday, Sunday, in the previous week, Sadish covered the process, waterfall, agile from the software development life cycle. Is that guys, you guys able to understand that day? Yes.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was. It was.
Okay. Okay. Fine then. So fine, guys. So do practice. I will upload this recording again to your YouTube. You just to find the playlist over there where you can find this recording and all. Right. So any question till now? Guys, you all know my playlist, right? Do you have those URL and also, right? In WhatsApp group, I already posted.
Hello, Dinesh.
Yeah, tell me.
Why AWS account will block? My account
Why?
was blocked.
Your account got blocked.
Yes, yes.
Why? What happened?
I don't know actually. Today only.
You got any email actually from the AWS?
Yes, I got.
So what is the email says?
They say you have to upload some electrical bill or mobile bill like that.
Electrical bill, mobile bill. Okay. So you just take the photo and send me privately. Let me check.
Okay, okay.
See, this is your batch. 7:30 AM. And you have all the playlist. Right? Earlier I was covering this EBS multi-attach and EFS. Those also you can find it. Okay, actually, it is not downloaded yet. So after, maybe a few minutes, I will upload this video into your YouTube. Okay, guys, fine. That's it, guys. Tomorrow we will see. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you, Dinesh.
Thank you.